Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for December 9th through the 15th. I'm going to be taking a look at where you're currently at, where things are heading for you for the remainder of the week, as well as your outcome. And I will be clarifying each card, so energies can change as I clarify. This is general. It may not resonate for everyone. If it does, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel as it helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. Please remember that time is fluid, so this could be something that happened in your past, currently in your present, or coming up in your future. However, the focus is going to be for the week of December 9th through the 15th. And at the end of your reading, I will be pulling an oracle message for you from Spirit Messages Oracle deck to give us some more insight, guidance, and clarification on your situation. So before we jump right in, Pisces, I do want to thank everybody so much for being so patient and waiting for me to get better. I was sick, not feeling well, had an upper respiratory infection that just onset so fast, and I am feeling much better. I have been trying to get readings out for days, of course, but every time I have a coughing spell, I'm like, you don't want to hear that. That is not what you're here for. So I want to make sure that I could give you clear messages without the interruption of my cough. Or anything like that. So here we are. I am just grateful for all of you, understanding that life does happen and sometimes I don't have control, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and jump right in, Pisces. I want to see what's going on in your situation. I've missed y'all. So let's take a look. Show me, where's Pisces currently at? Where are things heading for them for the remainder of the week, as well as their outcome for December 9th through the 15th, please? Ooh. Okay. Is this someone coming back to you? Very interesting. Wow. Okay, I see more clear communication than something that happened in the past. There is a relationship that you're trying to work out here and give it another chance, you know, trying to fix something that happened. This relationship is very important to you. We have the King of Pentacles, which is at the bottom of the deck as the overall energy to your reading for the week here. So I see a lot of maturity and looking at things of, you know what, I know what I want and I'm patient to get what I want, but I also want the same in return. And it feels like you and somebody else have a lot to offer to one another in a very mature way if you can work through things. And sometimes life, you know, relationships can be difficult. And if you're willing to meet each other halfway, things can work out. So I do have the Eight of Cups in reverse as your current energy of the situation. So either this person is coming back to you, or you're coming back to them, or you two are coming back to each other, because what you felt unhappy with in a situation, walked away from, and they walked away from, you two are trying to fix this. That's what I see there with that Eight of Cups in reverse. It's like, well, let's see if we can restore this. We both want it. All right, so we have for the remainder of the week where things are heading is this Four of Wands here. And I love that. Maybe that was like we weren't sure if we wanted to get married, or we are married, or we're just in a very strong relationship and we can get through anything. But things are heading to a really good place of good commitment, strong foundation, love, support, understanding. I do see your energy coming out as the Three of Wands, as the internal energy affecting the situation. So trying to make progress here, trying to learn and grow and looking forward to what's ahead here. It's like waiting for the next thing to progress to something better here. How can we communicate more? How can we call to each other and understand each other more? Now, we do have the King of Swords that comes out as the external energy being them. So they're a little bit more cold on the side of like, I don't know. They're analyzing things, but they are straight to the point. This person is going to get straight to the point of what it is that they have to say, how they feel. They're going to say things that you might not want to hear. That might come off as like, wow, that was pretty brutal. That was pretty cold. But it's the way that they feel of wanting to be heard. Now, the Eight of Swords comes out in reverse, and the outcome, what I like about this is there's no more being stuck in this paralyzed thoughts of, I want to say this, but I'm not saying it because it could go wrong. You two are coming out of, we're no longer stuck. We are opening up and talking about things, or we're going to talk about things and discuss things. No one's going to be stuck anymore if we want to make this work. So this is pretty mature when you want something like this. So let's go ahead and take a look at clarifying that Eight of Cups in reverse here. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands, and then we have the Ten of Swords. It does look like this person has given things a lot of thought. What you both walked away from not being happy has now come down to a decision of, I really am curious if we both want to work hard. You know, was this all a waste, or can we actually talk about things? This has been a heavy weight on the shoulders of what feels like both of you to really communicate with one another in a way of trying to understand one another, be heard clearly, and knowing that relationships are not easy. So the King of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, which is telling me, you know, that energy that they're bringing into your reading exists there of them. They want to talk about things. They want to do things the right way. They want to work really hard here at figuring out how we can both put in the responsibility of a relationship and make it work. And they choose to see if you want that as much as they do after giving it some thought. But they do have some things to say, and it is going to come off very just direct and to the point. So let's go ahead and clarify that Four of Wands of where things are heading for the remainder of the week. It's very mature. We have the Empress, we have the Death card, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. So in this relationship here, there is love and understanding and no judgment towards one another. You're treating this thing very differently, this relationship very differently, with being patient with one another and trying to hear each other out and knowing like we built this life together. This is ours that we built together, and things are different. We're more mature than we used to be. So why should we treat this as if it was just something that happened overnight and then fell apart the next day? No, whatever challenge you two are faced with, you're getting through those challenges together with a lot of understanding and patience and seeing the change and transformation in one another to make things flow really abundantly and naturally, very organically in love in a strong relationship. So let's go ahead and clarify that Three of Wands of the internal energy affecting the situation, which is you. You're looking forward to things progressing to a very strong win outcome between the two of you, being recognized and seen. It still bothers you about what happened in the past between the two of you. You know, that is something like, I'm disappointed about what happened in the past, but I really want things to be really good here. And you want love. You want things to be stronger than they were. You want to take this tower, which is at the bottom of the deck, whatever got destroyed from walking away from each other. Maybe you needed to separate for a little while. You want to rebuild that. You're like, I want to reinforce that tower. I want to make it better. I'm trying to build something beautiful here with this person because I do care about them. I do love them. So, you know, we have the Six of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Lovers, and then the Tower. And some of you, this had to deal with maybe another relationship as well. Somebody else being involved with another person here. but there's disappointment about that happen and it destroyed things, and I want to fix it. I want my person to know I care, or vice versa. You want them to, tell you like, I care. I'm not with that person. I don't want that anymore. But whatever it was that happened in that disappointing past, it's something that is very small compared to what you two are trying to accomplish moving forward, maturely, currently. So let's go ahead and clarify that King of Swords for the external energy affecting your situation, which is them. The King of Swords is clarified by the High Priestess, the Hermit, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups. They are going to have some strong words here. They want things to be fair and they want to do things the right way, but they are going to tell you some things about how they knew intuitively that the time you were spending alone was not spending time alone. It was more so that you were doing things behind their back, is what they feel. That you were choosing to have some kind of relation, maybe not relationship, but relations with somebody new here, with that Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And that you can no longer pull at their strings. You're no longer going to control them in that way. They've thought about how things just got really, not good between the two of you, and they're not dumb. They're like, you can't lie to me. Like, if you want this to happen, they want the truth. This person's all about the truth, and they don't, if you give them anything but the truth, they're going to go back to, okay, well then I'm going to be by myself, because if you want this, you got to work with me. Whew, okay. So, they got a lot to say, but they want to talk about the things, the addictions, the money spending, the other person, whatever it is that happened in your relationship that affected it to the point of you two walking away from each other, or them walking away. They want to talk about that. So let's go ahead and clarify that Eight of Swords in reverse for your outcome here. So clearing up the lack of communication and talking about the hurt and pain that happened actually will bring a lot more happiness and growth between the two of you, and healing and trusting all over again. It will allow you to really focus on, I can be myself, I can be seen, I can be trusted. They can trust me, I can trust them. The Eight of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Sun, and the Star. Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck here. And so that's where, there's no longer staying in this, I'm not going to say anything, I'm just thinking all these things. It's like words come out. There was hurt, there was pain. But now how can we grow from this? How can we build? How can we make this better? Let's do it. There's a lot of hope for that. There's a lot of hope for that independence and growing that garden, like being able to not be questioned all the time as well. It comes off as like, you can be your own person, I can be my own person, we can trust each other, we can start building upon that. But it all starts with communicating, what happened in the situation here. So let's go ahead and get an oracle message for you and see what Spirit wants you to know about your reading, Pisces. So we have, you are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You have been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve, and these prayers will be answered soon. Oh, I love this for you. I really do. This is so powerful. Spirit's really coming to you with a big hug and saying, you got this, okay? No matter how it feels like, oh, this is just so hard, but I want it so bad. It's going to work out. And like, I'm almost in tears for you because this is such a powerful message. And, you know, your spirit team, God, if you believe in God, the universe, we all have your back. We all have your back, okay? And if you want something that bad, you just keep focusing on the good, the intentions of what you're trying to achieve here, and just know that your prayers will be answered soon. So sending you lots of virtual hugs and love and blessings all your way, that everything works out for the best for you. So make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth. Even when others don't, you are not what people think of you. So even if people have opinions about you, the relationship, what happened, that's their opinion. That's not who you are, okay? So things happen. They're not in your relationship. They don't know. The person you care about that you're trying to fix things with, that's the person that sees you. They're going to see that, you know, hey, mistakes happen between the two of us. What can we do to make it better? We both want this. So they want to, you know, reinforce that tower that fell. And how can we build it stronger? How can we make it, you know, something better than what it was? How can we reinforce it so this doesn't happen again? What do we need to do together to work as a team? So I love your reading. It was really good and very positive. I mean, real life stuff, right? It's not like, oh my God, it's all rainbows, everything's gonna be so great. No, this is real life things that happen in relationships, and what you're trying to do and achieve here with somebody else on repairing something that felt that it fell apart. It didn't crumble to ashes, but you know, you're picking up the pieces and you're rebuilding it into a better structure, and it looks beautiful where you're both putting in the work. And even if things happen again where like, you know, I got injured here, well, let's fix it. Let's work together to make it better. You know, you have that in your person who really wants to do the right thing. So this is what I have for you, Pisces. If it resonates with your situation, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.